Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And this video is going into zodiac signs. This video is going into zodiac signs because our people love zodiac signs. And they call themselves a Pisces. I don't even know all the zodiac signs. A Pisces, Aquarius, a Capricorn. You have grown men out here calling themselves Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn. Oh, I'm a Pisces. But they don't understand, like, everything is pagan. Everything that we do, bro, in this society, Babylon the Great, everything is pagan, bro. It started with paganism because you got to understand your oppressor is ruling over you. So you think your oppressor finna give you something positive to do? No. He giving you their stuff. He giving you their stuff that they doing, that they used to do. You going after their customs because they ruling over you. Just like you have a coach, right? And another football coach come in, he the new head coach. You gonna go off what he was doing at his old school. He not finna keep doing the same thing the other coach was doing. He gonna go off what he been doing. So when we got over here to America, we been going off what our old oppressor was doing. So the stuff that we doing is not our original stuff. So we call ourselves Capricorns, these zodiac signs. This is not what we used to do. It's not. Because the Babylonians, it's a Babylonian custom, and the Babylonians had our people in slavery. The Babylonians was the people that came up with zodiac signs because they didn't have no real God. The zodiacs, but Babylonians, the Greeks, all the other nations, the Egyptians, they had to come up with fake gods to worship because they didn't have no real God. That's why they always was into idol worship, because they didn't have no real God. They understood that the only living God was the God of the Israelites, according to Joel 2:27. So they knew that they didn't have no real God. So they had to make gods and stuff to worship so they can feel good about themselves. So they made zodiac signs. The Babylonians made this, and the Babylonians had your people in slavery. They're your slave masters. You doing your slave master custom. Just like when our people call themselves Greeks. They doing their slave master their customs. Because they're not really Greeks, but they do everything that the Greeks did back then. Now check this out. The Babylonian captivity or Babylonian exile is the period in Jewish history during which a number of people from the ancient kingdom of Judah were captives in Babylon, the capital of Neo-Babylonian Empire. So the tribe of Judah, the southern kingdom, they were in captivity under the Babylonians. So how you gonna turn around and do they stuff? Call yourself a Capricorn, Aquarius, all these zodiac signs. How you gonna call yourself that? And these people had you in slavery. That's not who you really is. But that goes back to Deuteronomy 28:37. It's a curse. Because our people happily calling themselves that. How the hell we damn Aquarius? We calling ourselves black. We calling ourselves African American. We calling ourselves Greek. We don't know who we is. We calling ourselves all these names. Check this out. This Deuteronomy 28:37. It says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword." We calling ourselves a byword. So that's why we calling ourselves a Capricorn, a so-called black man, African American, Egyptian. We calling ourselves all these names, right? But according to the Bible, that's not who we really is. We'll be the Israelites according to the Bible, but we've been so caught up in this land, in this captivity, that we've been calling ourselves all the other names. So yeah, man, and when you keeping these zodiac signs, you breaking the first commandment right here. You breaking the first commandment, because Exodus 20:3 says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." So if the Bible says you shall have no other gods before Him, and you in the zodiac signs, and we know that the Babylonians, those were their gods, you follow the Babylonian custom. So that means you idol worship, you idol worshiping. You was idol worshiping when you follow these zodiac signs, bro. And that's why America know everything pagan. Everything got a crazy meaning behind it. If you just look into the history, you'll see that everything got a wicked meaning behind it. When you go back to Thanksgiving, Easter, Valentine's Day, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day. All these other days these holidays that we worship, it got a wicked meaning behind it, because these are our enemies' customs and they beliefs. So they beliefs gonna be off. So when they say thou shalt have no other God before me, these zodiac signs, when you worship these are your gods, bro. You putting these above the Most High. You can't agree with astrology and the Most High. You can't do that. You can't believe in the God of the Bible, and you can't go by astrology. They're two different things. You can't be doing that. One astrology is off. It's off. Look, zodiac signs originate from the division of the ecliptic into the zodiacal signs originate in Babylonian astrology. So look into your history on the Babylonians, bro. Just look into your history going to the Babylonians. Get your own understanding. Our people just do stuff. Oh, I can't mess with him because he Aquarius. You know, they say Aquarius are always mad and upset. I can't mess with him. You have a lot of people that won't date somebody because of their sign. Or I'm not dating him because he Aquarius. You know, they say he cheats on the man. It's be a lot of fire. They say he got anger issues, so I ain't finna date him. Like, how can you go off this? Everybody's personality is not the same. You have somebody born on the same day, both of them Pisces, but they two different personalities. But you're gonna look at them as the same personality because of what this chart say. It said the division of the ecliptic into the zodiacal signs originate in Babylon astrology during the first half of the first millennium BC. The zodiac draws on stars. So this is star, bro. These folks were praying to the moon, bro. They do all type of folly. The zodiac draws on stars in earlier Babylonian star catalogs. So like if I said that wrong, catalogs, such as the Moapian catalog, which was compiled around 1000 BC. The signs are derived from the constellation. See, the sign. It's like when people say the universe. It's like those people that believe in the universe, that pray to the stars, that sun gaze. It's the same thing. It's idol worship, bro. It says the signs are derived from constellations that mark out the path on which the sun appears to travel over the course of a year. You might think that dates in the horoscope corresponds to when the sun passes through each constellation. So this is off, man. Where in the Bible does it say do this? If you believe in the Bible and you say you going in with zodiac sign, where in the Bible does it say do this at? Look at this. Which zodiac sign is the dumbest? We still won't call Capricorn the dumbest zodiac sign. These people do have the strength to face the results of their own deeds. That's what might save them from making serious blunders this year. How can you go by this? Like, if you just sit here and think, like, how can you really sincerely go by this, bro? You can't go off this, but you can't tell somebody's personality by a zodiac sign. And guess what? These other nations always want to be like Israel, bro. They always want to be like us. All right, it's 12 zodiac signs, right? It's 12 of them. And it's 12 tribes of Israel. Because if you don't know, are we the Israelites according to the Bible? We're not any of these zodiac signs and none of this. And this is folly and madness, man. We none of these right here. But look, though, it's 12 zodiac signs, right? We know it's 12 of them. So check this out. And it's 12 tribes of Israel. But we know that we the Israelites according to the Bible, but the other nations, they gonna try to make 12 zodiac signs. They kind of try to be like Israel. But you're not knowing that's off and that's folly and madness, man. But our people don't look into that. They don't get their own information. Once you get your own information and you look into this, just look at it, bro, it don't make sense. It don't make sense, man. Astrology don't make sense. It's like science, bro. And you know science and the Bible don't go together. They always clash heads. Science and the Bible will always go against each other. So you will know that this do not make sense at all. Look, it say Aries, talkative. But I know it's some Aries that probably don't like to talk. Taurus confusing. Gemini chill. Alright, so Deuteronomy 4. Alright, so like I got a phone call. But I was getting back to this. I'm finna show you what the Most High said, because when you get with zodiac signs, you like worship the stars and the sun, right? So I'm gonna show you what the Most High said about that, right? So this Deuteronomy 4:13, it says, and he declared unto you his covenant which he commanded you to perform, even 10 commandments, and he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. And the Lord commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments, that ye might do them in the land whether ye go over to possess it. So that's talking about the laws and commandments, right? It says, take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Lord spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image The similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, so you can't do this stuff. The likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters of beneath the earth. And lest thou lift up thy eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, should be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God hath divided unto all nations, unto the world, into the whole heavens. Because you had a lot of especially other nations was doing this. Like I said before, they didn't have no real God, so they had to do this stuff. They were damn praying zodiac signs. They were doing zodiac signs. They were damn sun gazing at the sun. They felt like they got their energy from the sun. That's why our people be doing that, because they get that from the heathen. And people were worshiping the stars. This is what zodiac signs is, man. The Most High not dealing with that, because that's breaking the first commandment. You should have no other gods before Him. But when you into that, man, not knowingly, you putting that over the Most High. Like that's an idol, bro. Those signs are idols. And the Most High, if you look all throughout the Bible, the Most High didn't call nobody no Pisces. He didn't call nobody no Capricorn out throughout the Bible. So why are we calling each other that if the Most High God didn't call us that, right? So you got let me click on this one. Cancer is the fourth astrological sign in the zodiac, originating from the constellation of Cancer. It spans from 90 to 120 celestial longitude. Salaki. Sign ruler, the moon. What the Most High was just saying about this, man. Zodiac symbol, the crab. We know the Most High not dealing with crabs, bro. Especially going back to the dietary law. I'm finna get it. The Most High not dealing with that. So why would you have that as a logo of a sign? We know the Most High not dealing with that. Hold on. 7, 8. If you go back to the wait, nah, I'm good. Cause if you go back to the when you go back to the dietary law, we know the Most High not dealing with you eating no crabs. So I'm gonna skip down to verse 9, Leviticus 11:9. It says, "These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, then shall you eat." So you can eat anything in the waters that have fins and scales, but we know that our people love eating crabs, right? But crabs don't have no fins and scales. So the Most High not dealing with that, right? So why would you put that as a sign, that the Most High not dealing with it, and He not dealing with crabs? You feel what I'm saying? So this is how we know this is the other nation's custom. We don't do this stuff, man. We're not supposed to be doing this at that. Element, air. You putting your trust in the universe, man. You worshiping the universe and don't even know it. And the Most High created the universe. And the Most High said in let me get what precept I want. No, it's in Jeremiah. I think it's in Jeremiah 10:2. Yeah, Jeremiah 10:2. Thus says the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So the Most High said, learn not the way of the heathen. But when we came over here to America, we started learning the ways of the heathen. Before we came out them shits, we wasn't calling each other Pisces, a Capricorn. We wasn't doing that. We knew who we were. We knew that we was God's chosen people. But now, since we came over here, we kind of learned the ways of the heathen. That's why we celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, all that. But according to the Bible, we're not supposed to be doing that. We're not supposed to be on that type of time, bro. Because the Bible. Hold up, we got a nationality, bro. We know who we God's chosen people. The Most High dealing with us, man. He not dealing with the other nations. So we shouldn't be trying to do what they do, man. Because we didn't start that. Hold up. All right, this Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself, above all people that's upon the face of the earth." So now let's see who we talking to on this verse, right? Go to Deuteronomy 1:1. Let's see if he's talking to a Capricorn or a Pisces or a Gemini, however you say it. Let's see if he's talking to them. This Deuteronomy 1:1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. So he's speaking to Israel. That's our name. We are the Israelites, bro. We not nothing else. We're not no black. We're not African American. We're not Negroes. We are the Israelites according to the Bible. We're God's chosen people, right? So going back to the zodiac signs, or going back to the Babylonian captivity, these are the people that came up with it. And these are the same exact people that had your people in slavery, bro. The Babylonians. But our people, we don't do our research. We don't research the stuff that we do, bro. We just kind of hop on a trend and then be like, oh, I like that. You know what I'm saying? So we hop on that, but not knowing these people were actually killing your people, the same as the Greeks, and these were some nasty people. The Babylonians and Greeks was one of the nastiest people, bro. Like, these people was profane, bro. But they was out here killing your people, raping your women, selling your kids into slavery. But we gonna turn around and do the stuff that they created, bro. Happily. Right? Hold up. So that's basically. Let me see some more stuff going into that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna type in see what come up here. Astrology have been rejected by the scientific community as having no explanatory power for describing the universe. Scientists testing have found no evidence to support the premises or purported effects outlined in astrological traditions, where astrology have made falsifiable predictions. It have been falsified. So, man, even science is not dealing with this. Science even telling you that this is false, man. Like, cause it's like it don't make sense when you look into it. They gonna try to finesse, but it says there's very little scientific proof that astrology is an accurate predictor or personality traits, future destinies, love lives, or anything else that mass market astrology claims to know. So look at the signs, bro. Just look at the pictures of the signs, bro. You can tell this is pagan. This is off. Especially you got a human mixed with I don't know what that is. That's a person mixed with a horse or a dragon, whatever that is. You just look at that picture and tell it's completely madness, man. You got the Libra sign look real crazy. They look kind of like they about naked. But you have to know the Babylonians as a people, bro. Once you understand the Babylonians as a people, you'll be like, okay, why am I doing what they doing? Because these people were very, very nasty, bro. These people were actually your slave masters. The Babylonians, excuse me. The Babylonians was your slave masters, bro. These folks were your slave masters. But this goes back to this verse right here. This is idol worshiping. I'm gonna say it again. If you into that zodiac sign stuff, the Most High not dealing with you. I'm going to tell you, the Most High not dealing with you if you into that zodiac stuff, because that's idol worship. You can't do both. You can't be with astrology and be with the Most High, because the Most High is not dealing with that, because that's idol worship. Because the Babylonians was them. That's what the Babylonians. That's what Salakia. That was the Babylonian guys. The zodiac signs, that was made for them, because they didn't have no real God, so they had to make themselves happy. They had to make themselves make themselves feel good about themselves. So they was bound down to those zodiacs, to the stars, to the moon. They was calling themselves Pisces. That's idol worship. So why people turn around and do the same exact thing and not knowing, hey man, that's idol worship, and the Most High not dealing with you if you into that zodiac mess, man. It's Hosea 4:6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of the God of thy God, I will also forget thy children. So the Most High said his people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. Look at our people. We so destroyed. We don't know who he is. We calling ourselves all these names. I'm gonna say it again. How the hell are we a Pisces? How the hell are we black? How are we African American? How are we Greeks? How are we Negroes? How are we all these names, bro? We don't never question nothing. Why we got all these names? Why are we calling ourselves all these names? What did God call us? We don't question what did God call us. Did God call us a Pisces? No, he didn't call us a Pisces. So why are we calling each other a Pisces if God didn't call us that? We don't question stuff like that. We just hop on the trend. You know, you hear people saying they Pisces. You kind of like that. You kind of like what it said about Pisces. So you call yourself a Pisces. But the Most High not dealing with that, man. The Most High is not dealing with zodiac signs. You will get put to death for zodiac signs, bro. You will. I'm telling you, it ain't no might. It might not. It ain't no if. It ain't no if. It's a fact. You gonna get put to death. The Most High is gonna. When the Most High send his son back, Yahushua, when he send his son back, and you still calling yourself a Pisces, a grown man calling himself a Capricorn, and he into the astrology, the Most High is gonna kill you. The Most High, that's facts. Yahushua is gonna kill you, cause he coming back for vengeance. We know who the world called Jesus Christ. He coming back for vengeance. He's not coming back to play. So if you in idolatry, when he come back, he is going to kill you. And it's a warning video to get out of astrology, but leave that mess alone. It's not real. It's like you finessing yourself. It's like you delusional to think this stuff is real. It's just a chart, bro, with a list of stuff that they so called say that you is. But we know that's not accurate. It's not accurate because, like I said, you have a lot of people that so called Pisces, but they got different personalities. It don't match the chart. So once you see it don't match the chart, it might match you, but it don't match that other person that's a Pisces. You should be like, okay, this don't make sense. This is a lie, and leave it alone. But our people want to continue to do folly and madness, man. Our people want to continue to do it. Why? Let me get this again. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We don't know, and we don't consider. We don't consider this stuff, man. Let me get this. It's Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. It says, the ox knows his owner and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. So the ass and the ox, they're one of them two dumb animals, bro. The ox and the ass, they are two dumb animals. Like if you look into them, they dumb. They just walk, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? They just do their own little thing. But they know who their master is. They know who their owner is. They know how to get back home when they get lost. But Israel, which are the so-called blacks and Hispanics, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. But Israel, they don't know. They don't know who their God is. But they don't consider. They don't even care. You out here tell people that you God. We out here telling our people that we God, that we God chosen people, that we the best people on the face of the earth. They don't care. Same thing about zodiac signs. They don't consider to know, and they don't consider and want to look into the history of what they doing to figure out, you know what I'm saying, if it's good or not. Because all you gotta do is just sit down. It don't take long, bro. Look into the zodiac sign, see how it started. It'll tell you it started from the Babylonians. Then look into the Babylonian history, and you'll be like, man, I'm not finna keep doing this, bro. I'm not finna keep calling myself something that my enemies, my oppressors that had my people in slavery, I'm not finna keep calling myself something that they came up with. It's like you still calling yourself, that's like you still calling yourself Carter, your last name Carter, your last name Johnson, your last name Jackson. These are still our slave masters' name, but people still rocking that last name proudly. Oh yeah, my last name Carter. Oh yeah, Carter, my last name Johnson. Yeah, you don't got none of them Johnsons. But not knowing, man, we still got our slave master last name, and we saying that stuff proudly, man. There's nothing proud about you having your slave master last name still in 2021. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just my video going into that. I might do a part 2. I'm in the car right now, but I might do a part 2 going into more going into more facts about zodiac signs, because our people might need more information to stop doing it. You know how Israel be, and they need more information to stop doing it, right? So I might do a part 2 on this. This part 1 going into the zodiac signs. You need to get out of that, man, because that's idolatry. And we know that the Most High is not dealing with idolatry. Just read your Bible. All throughout the Bible, Israel was trying to follow these other nations, and they was into idolatry. That's why we was doing. That's why we was doing idolatry, because Israel wanted to be like these other nations, and they was in idolatry. So that's why we kept going off. So the Most High is not dealing with astrology. He not dealing with you. He not dealing with you calling yourself a Pisces. He not dealing with that. You will get put to death when Yahweh Shai, who the world called Jesus Christ, come back if you do not get out of astrology. Simple. So this but the King. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I say Shalom.